Thank you, folks. That brings us to the portion of our program this evening where we'll be hearing from more in depth from the 8 candidates for Collier County Commission. As it turns out, we have three candidates for District 3, or excuse me, 4 for District 3 and 4 for District 5. So if I could ask the candidates to come up, and just for the sense of order, for District 3 candidates can take seats over here. District 5 candidates take seats over here. And to briefly review, each candidate will have the same 2-minute introductory that all the other candidates have had tonight. I'll leave it to the candidates whether they want to deliver from their seats or to stand up and take a podium here where I'm at. After that, we'll go through some questions with the candidates. You know, invite your questions in written form. If you have such a card, fill it out. Raise the card up so the young woman at the front can see it and touch those. I think Mr. Weeks might be touch one as well. And then I'll direct the questioning after that. Folks are taking their seats. Again, just for the sake of convenience, why don't we start down at this end? Mr. Saunders, if you would go first with 2 minutes, if you would care to come to the podium, and we'll work our way this way through the 2-minute opening statements.
Good evening. It's a pleasure to be here. I want to thank all of you for being here this evening. Obviously, it's important to thank the sponsors, but it's more important to thank all of you for taking time from your busy schedules to learn a little bit about the candidates. My name is Bert Saunders. I'm running for the Collier County Commission District 3. You can find out a lot about my background at bertsaundersforcollier.com.
Anyway, I've lived in this district, in this community for 27 years. I've run a business in this community for 27 years. And my wife Katie and I have raised our 2 sons here. And I've worked with you in a lot of ways. I've served on Collier County's first Tourism Council. I've served on Collier County's first Economic Development.
Everybody, thank you all for coming out. I appreciate the organizers for putting this together and everybody taking the time to be out here. I'd like to tell you a few tales today. The first is starting with one of commitment. It goes to show you what kind of a person I am. I followed my 7th grade sweetheart for 10 years before she finally agreed to marry me. That was the first great accomplishment of my life, is getting her to say yes.
And I would be honored to serve you as County Commissioner in District 3. I grew up in Florida, actually. I grew up on the East Coast. You know, that coast that we don't want to turn into? That's where I grew up. And I saw how quickly that coast changed. And in 1998, I had an amazing opportunity to come here to Naples to be an intern. And I fell in love with Naples immediately.
Being here. I'm Randy Cash, and I'm a candidate for Collier County Commission District 5. My family and I have been president chair of Collier County for the past 22 years. During that time, I've been involved in a number of civic organizations and veterans organizations.
Doug Rankin, and I'm running for County Commission District 5. Why am I running? Because my boys were born, raised, grown, and gone now. And I have the time and ability to give back. And I want to give back. And I've been giving back my whole career. My family has been on the Southwest Florida coast since 1925.
It's really very exciting to be standing here in front of you because I remember in 1978, my little brother and I would ride our bicycles here to play back when there were no houses and it was all fields and pricker bushes getting stuck in your socks. I'm a proud daughter of Golden Gate City. I graduated Barron Collier High School in 1984. Go Cougars.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Bill McDaniel, and I plan on serving as your next Collier County Commissioner for District 5. My message is pretty simple. Less is more. By that I mean less government and less bureaucracy. More accountability and more jobs.